one piece of advice, what would it be? He looked out the window for a second, and then he said, I'd tell him to stop acting like he had all the time in the world. Because you blink, and it's gone. That hit me hard. Because at that moment, I was still spending more time thinking about my goals than doing anything about them. I was researching more than I was reaching. Dreaming more than I was doing. And that's where many people are right now. Stuck in this loop of preparation. I'm just getting everything ready, they say. But let me tell you, ready is a myth. Nobody ever feels ready. You just have to start. You figure it out as you go. You build confidence by keeping commitments. You gain clarity by taking action. You don't need a perfect plan. You need urgency. You need to treat your time like it's currency because that's what it is. You spend it. And you never get a refund. If you're spending your time on social media, on gossip, on worrying, on fear, you're investing in decline. But if you're spending it learning, growing, building, and connecting, you're investing in your future. You've got 24 hours today. Just like every other person on this planet. The difference between those who rise and those who regret isn't the amount of time they have, it's how they use it. The successful don't have more time. They just make better trades. They trade Netflix for knowledge. Comfort for growth. Distraction for discipline. So I ask you, what are you trading your time for? Because 2025 isn't going to wait for you to be ready. It's moving forward with or without you. The only question is, will you let it take your dreams with it, or will you run beside it, head up, eyes forward, feet pounding towards something that matters? You've already waited long enough. The clock isn't your enemy, but it is your accountability partner. And every tick, every tock, is a whisper, now. 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 This isn't about pressure. It's about purpose. And your time this year, this day, this hour is either moving you closer to it or pulling you further away. Here's the expansion of the third keynote: self-investment is non-negotiable. If you're not working on you, who is? In the style of Jim Rohn, is story-driven, packed with insight, and delivered with heart. Let me share a simple truth with you: you are your greatest asset. Not your job, not your bank account, not your connections to you. And yet, the average person will spend more money on coffee and takeout than they will on their own growth. More time scrolling through strangers' lives than building their own. And that, my friend, is the problem. You see, people want more but they don't become more. They want better health, deeper relationships, higher income but they never stop to ask the question, am I becoming the kind of person who attracts those things? Let me tell you about a time early in my career. I was 26, broke, frustrated, working just hard enough to stay afloat. One afternoon, I was venting to my mentor about how unfair everything felt. The economy. The competition. The fact that other people seemed to have a head start I didn't. He stopped me mid-sentence and said, "Jim, don't wish it were easier. Wish you were better." That line changed the course of my life. Because I realized, I had been trying to change the world without first changing me. I wanted the reward without the refinement. But the world doesn't pay you for potential, it pays you for value. And you can't become valuable without investing in your own growth. So let me ask you, what are you doing to increase your value? What are you feeding your mind? Who are you spending time with? What habits are shaping your future? Self-investment is not some luxury you get to enjoy when things get better. It's the reason things get better. If you're not learning, you're decaying. If you're not stretching, you're shrinking. There is no neutral. Life is either pushing you forward or pulling you under, and what you do to grow determines which one it is. Read the books. Take the courses. Join the circles that make you feel uncomfortable because everyone in them is 10 steps ahead of you. That discomfort? That's your sign you're in the right room. And don't just invest money, invest time. Wake up a little earlier to journal, to study, to plan. Turn the commute into a classroom. Make your shower your sanctuary for new ideas. Build rituals that feed your spirit instead of routines that just burn through your day. Let me be real with you, and no one's going to do this for you. Your boss won't. Your partner might cheer you on, but they can't run the laps for you. Your parents did their part. Now it's on you. If you're not working on your broken bar, who is? Growth doesn't happen on accident. You'll never trip and fall into excellence. You don't wake up wise. You don't stumble into greatness. It takes intention. It takes effort. And yes, it takes time, the very thing we talked about. But when you put it into you, it doesn't vanish, it compounds. The books I read in my 20s still paying me dividends in my 40s. The disciplines I picked up decades ago still forming the foundation of my success today.